all nice and crispy.
Hello, my name is Pierre, I'm a chef, and I'm going to cook cebuchon, Lechon. And of course, you need the belly pork, very nice, 2 kilos. Now I'll go in my correct accent. So belly pork, nice piece of meat, and of course you need the skin on the top to give it nice and cracked up. It's quite simple really, very few ingredients. You need lemongrass, spring onions, garlic, which is important in the Philippines, onion, salt, pepper. And of course, when you do that, then you need the oil for the skin, kelp, and soy sauce. This is able to make it go nice and crispy. And of course, we bought the belly pork, but that's what it is, just belly pork. And I'm going to turn it in to Cebu Lechon. Right, now we're going to get on with the Cebu Lechon. But really, you go to any ex-colonial Spanish country and you'll find lechon, because lechon is actually Spanish for a piglet. And it is a piglet that is still getting milk from the mother. It's a very young piglet and it is cooked whole. In the Philippines here, there's various versions, but this one is Cebu Lechon. There's a Manila Lechon, which I think we use a liver paste on that. But this one, what I'm going to do now is, I've got the meat. So now, this is from the butcher's, but as you can see, there's none of the ingredients that make up the Cebu Lechon. So I'll put this to one side, and I'll get the other ingredients. With this, with the lemongrass, you've got the hard outer shell. You cut the ends off and take the hard shell off till you get down to the fresh skin, and it's softer. And I'm going to slice. It's thin, very slivers, what we call slivers. With the spring onions, it's very easy because these are already soft. Just cut off the ends, wash them, take the outer skin off till it's nice and clean. The garlic, I'm going to take maybe 2 garlic, chop them. I might even mash them. I quite like the mash. I think if I spread that over the inside of the lechon, it'll give a nice garlicky taste. And of course, like everything in cooking, onion, just chop a little bit of that to go inside. So now I'll do my preparation and I'll see you later when I'm ready for chopping. I'm going to paste the garlic. I find it better because you can spread it over the inside of the lechon. And if you just put a little bit salt, coarse salt, when you're mashing it, it helps to grind the garlic down easier. One's trying to get away. Now I've got everything prepared, all the condiments. So now I'm going to open up the belly pork, Lechon, and then we'll dress it. So take this off. Oh, it's a nice bit, see? Plenty of meat, not too much fat, but you've got the skin here, which will get nice and crispy, and then you've got all the lovely thick beef, one of the best ones I've had. It's very good. So now we do the preparation. I just get some salt, put on the some pepper. It's basically your own taste. Now we're going to add the ingredients. So what I like to do, I like the crushed garlic, because I think you can spread it out. Some people chop it and put it in the middle, but I like to just spread it around, and I think it gives you a more flavour overall. So now we'll put the other condiments inside. I've got the lemongrass, and as you can see I've sliced it lengthways, which makes it much easier to fit into the belly pork. Same goes for the spring onion, lengthways. Basically it's to your own taste. If you like a bit more spring onion taste, put more spring onion in. If you like more, and then we've got the onion. Okay, I think that's about enough. Okay, everything's prepared now. And we're ready to close up the lechon, belly pork, and you get some butcher's twine, and then you cut it separately. On this size, I think we'll use about 5, so you cut 5 rows of twine. It can get a bit awkward, so I would advise that you get someone to help you. I'll close it up, and then the other person ties. And you tie at the end, very tight, so each end into the middle, and that will keep everything inside. So now that, as I said, it's best if 2 people have it. We've tied it together, we've closed it up, and that's a lovely, and you can just see the ingredients coming out of there. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to the skin, because we want that lovely and crispy. That's very important on the lechon. So first of all, it gets a bit messy this, so best if you do it on a plate. And get the soy sauce. The soy sauce makes it like go brown, nice lovely colour. Right, and now we use the oil. You can use any sort of oil, but I wouldn't use olive oil because it gets quite hot, and olive oil doesn't stand very hot temperatures very well. This is just to help the skin go crispy. Doesn't that look beautiful? Right, and now it's all ready. Okay, and as you all know, but just to reaffirm that, you know, when you're cooking food, you have to be very careful, especially pork. So thoroughly wash your hands when you're moving from one job to the next, or you're moving from one chopping board to another one. Never chop meat, vegetables on the same board. It's imperative you just keep in mind, especially this day and age now with coronavirus, wash, wash, wash. Okay. Now we're ready to put this in the oven. Depending on the size of the lechon, but this one's quite a large one, especially just for two of us. But what you want to do is set your oven on high, very high. Preheat your oven on high, and that'll get the oven very, very hot. And then when you put this in, the lechon in, turn it down to medium. What that does, it helps to cook the pork inside and not to burn the skin. So we're going to cook this for about, it'll take about 4 hours. So on a medium heat. So cook it on a medium heat for about an hour and a half. Check it to an hour and a half. Then when you see the meat, or you can use a temperature probe. When you think it's partly cooked, then you turn the temperature up, which helps to get the skin brown and crispy. What I like to do also is that when it's all done, you put your probe in and it's 75 degrees centigrade, that's cooked. You know, it's most important. You can't eat undercooked pork. 75 degrees centigrade in the interior. Then what I like to do, which I'll be showing you later, will be I like to put the skin under the grill, and just to get it a little bit more crispy. You can do, I mean, if I had more planning, you can put some vegetables in here. You could put what you want. You can put. I'm just putting the leftovers, the spring onions, the onions, and a little bit garlic, everything like that. Just spread it along the bottom, and when that's cooking, the juices will run out and they'll come into here. You could put maybe some potatoes around the outside, peeled potatoes or some carrots, and that will cook in the juices, and that would be a nice little side dish. Just make sure, just get some more of this on the top. And then she goes. Bonjour, it's Pierre again. It's Peter. As you see, we have the lechon ready to go in the oven. I've already put turned the gas on. I've preheated the oven. So don't light the gas and put it in straight away. Let the oven get preheated so it's nice and warm. So now here we go. You can feel it heat. I've got it on high to start with, and now I'll turn it down. Voila! So we'll leave that and we'll keep checking it. Let's check it after about an hour and a half. I'll just turn it, I'll close it now. Okay, turn it down to medium, low to medium. That gives a chance for the meat to cook, so it doesn't burn the skin. And then when the meat's starting to cook, then I can turn it up to get some crispiness on the skin. This is after 1 hour. See, it's cooking quite nicely. Come back after 30 minutes.
So, I'm back again, guys. Tignan natin ang lutong cebuchon ng aking asawa. Ito po ay nakakatatlong oras na, kaya ito na po yung kanyang style. Medyo brown na siya, at look at the meat inside. Luto po siya. So, isa pang oras ang ating hintayin, at ito ay atin ng ihahanda. I-prepare na natin.
Oh, look at that. Beautiful.
Whoa!
Yeah. All nice and crispy. So what I do now, I'm just going to check it. I'm sure it's done. It's been
wow, look at that.
And now I'll check the temperature. With pork, you've got to be very, very careful. We'll put it in the middle, and then look. And it's got to be 75 degrees centigrade, 155 Fahrenheit. Yeah, well past that.
We're
You can
over
see.
it.
Yeah, but that means it's well cooked. You like it well done. That's the way we like it. So the pork is really done, and it's nice and crispy. And perfect. Here we go. That's quite crispy. It's nice, but we like it really crispy. So what I tend to do is just now put under the grill, and then just get the fat to bubble, and then it's really crispy. But be careful because you've got a lot of oil and fat from the thing. So what I tend to do is take it out and put it in another dish and then grill it under the grill so it comes all bubbly and nice and fat. So now I'm just grilling it on the grill to make the skin really crispy. So what you got to do is grill it and then turn it until it's really, if you want it really crispy. So that's, okay, that's the lechon done. I've done the grilling, and because we like it very crispy. We like it burnt a little bit, so that's it crisp, and you can see the meat.
Ooh, well done cooking.
So what you've got to be careful, as I showed you before, the temperature is 75 degrees centigrade, 155, and it's cooked and there's no all the bacteria and everything's killed. So now what you've got to do, you've got to leave it for 10 minutes to let it rest. If you like, you can cover it with tin foil if you want to keep it hot, but the heat will retain there, no problem. Leave it for 10 minutes so that it will rest, and then enjoy. Now we're just going to do a little taster before we cut it open. It's lovely and crispy, so I'm just going to take a little bit of meat. Look at that, see how white it is. So I've got some white meat. So I'm just going to taste. Mazerat. And now I've got the crispy skin. Dip it in the sauce, apple vinegar and garlic, brown sugar, garlic and onions. My own sauce anyway. Crispy. Lovely crispy, and you taste the garlic. Supplements with the sauce. We've got this, so I hope you follow my recipe. It's very nice, very tasty. Thank you for viewing. This is my recipe, not my recipe, but it's the Philippines recipe. This is a foreigner in the Philippines who loves it, and I love your food. And I just like to say thank you. Follow my cebuchon